Hello everyone and welcome to another YouTube video here and another one of the Steam Next Fest stuff. Now, of course, Steam Next Fest has now technically finished, but a lot of the games still have their demos available to us, their customers. But of course, some of them have not. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to play one or two that I wanted to because I didn't get around to doing it, didn't have time. But thankfully, this one is still available. And this is one that I've been wanting to play. I've seen a number of other content creators having a go at this, and I'm dead keen to have a go. So this one is called The Crust. As you can see from this information in front of you, it has been in development for 4 years to get to this point, and we're going to be playing a short version of the game. I don't know whether this is going to be a 1 or a 2-parter, because I think the game is actually reasonably long in this demo. So we'll have to just wait and see whether or not we have to span this one out, or whether playing one part of it gives us enough of a feel of the game that we don't necessarily need to then go into a second part, and then maybe we do a longer playthrough series as and when the game releases. Now, before we get into it, as always, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to hit that like, comment down below on your thoughts of the game, hit that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell for all notifications on future uploads. Right then, let us begin then. Ninth of June 2080, the first space elevator. Was anyone else expecting him to go up through the middle of all that lot? It's quite impressive. Off to the moon we go. Now, from what I've seen, we are going to be spending some time on the Earth, on the moon's surface, as well as underground. And it's sort of a mix of sort of a city builder, sort of a Factorio style game. Sort of, actually, I'd probably maybe say, from what I've seen at least anyway, it's slightly more reminiscent of Dyson Sphere program. Sometimes I like to come into these games with not huge amounts of information, just so that I can kind of experience it and learn it for myself, rather than coming in with preconceptions about the game.
Watch yourself out there. Lunar night is coming.
Tranquillitis? Pretty sure I butchered that name. Tranquillitis, I was close.
Alice to MT Logistics. We have received clearance and hold a signed contract with Mr. Halloway for our mining operations in this designated sector. We're here to commence our activities as scheduled. Over.
MT Logistics to Alice. We weren't informed of your early arrival. We've just finished building the elevator for your drones to access the underground facilities. At the moment, all the electricity is being used to charge the batteries as we prepare for the night. So we can't route power to the elevator right now. I suggest you, Sunshine, to keep your mining buddies in orbit for the next 2 weeks and return with the sunrise. Over.
We made it here right on schedule, but waiting for the next morning on the moon, a whole 2 weeks of downtime, is utterly unacceptable. This could jeopardize our entire mining contract. We need a better plan. And name's Alice. Just saying. Good afternoon, Director. This is Alice, your first vice president. We have a bit of a situation here, but I'm already on it. Let's just test our connection before we delve any deeper. Give this dialogue box a click if connection's solid. That's a start. Give me a moment to secure our...
Alright, well, let's take a little look around. I mean, visually, it looks fantastic. You can zoom right in as well. Look at that.
Do we have a deal?
Let me be clear.
Looks like there is a...
2-week power outage equals job loss and a costly lawsuit for me. I don't care who you are. Get Halloway on this, but no power for you until sunrise. We just don't have it right now.
Look, Robert, you and I got off on the wrong foot. Our drones are designed for autonomous construction and repair, and we've brought the necessary resources. grant us landing permission, and we'll handle the power situation ourselves. This benefits both of us. More solar panels for you, and we could land our toys and get going. They also can handle the repairs. So, should I update Mr. Holloway on our successful collaboration?
All right, Alice, you have permission to land. Make sure your drones don't break anything. Over and out.
Alrighty, there we go. We found a truce.
Show this Bob the Builder that we can fix this.
Show this Bob the Builder. I love that in 2080 we're still referencing Bob the Builder.
Elevator shaft. Click on
Right, so all of this stuff I'm presuming is theirs.
and specify the designated landing
Cargo
spot.
pod ready for landing. We'll have one there.
Alice, your
And one
primary
there.
responsibility is to ensure resource extraction and processing at our logistic hub in the Sea of Tranquility. Currently, our operations heavily rely on external supplies. If you can address this issue, even partially,
It looks so cool.
we'll secure long-term contracts for you. I
Here are our little drones.
for your mission to the ball.
That's our resources in there.
Promising team with intriguing developments. So you better give me something to convince those skeptical of your work.
Absolutely, Mr. Holloway. Both the director and I are immensely grateful to you. Our focus is on establishing a long-term partnership, and we'll give our utmost to make it a reality. You can count on us. To initiate construction, choose direct.
Alright, so what we've got down here, so we've got rooms construction. Okay. Wires and pipes, this is excavation modes, conveyor belts, and the dismantle tool. Fine, looks like we're just going to be adding to theirs. So electricity, medium solar panel. That really bugs me that I can't put it in the middle. Okay, they're one away. Looking at the grid. So we can right click on stuff. Mining wires, conveyors. Okay, so we've got like a quick action bit. And the drones get to work. Got a lot of building. I was about to say we've got a lot of building materials, but I don't think these are ours. Wires, charging station. So it looks like we've got quite a lot here. Next we got mining. That's all our production stuff. Loads of storage. Logistical stuff. There's quite a lot of life support as well. So obviously we're going to be... There is an element of like surviving Mars to this game as well. We've got some recreation stuff. A gaming chair. So it looks like we're going to be building some internal stuff as well. I do like the... I love all this. I just love all this stuff. The way it all comes to life.
Look at that. They've actually built them. Not a bad start at all. Alice, can you hear me? Your drones did a good job. Better than we expected. All the energy from these panels is yours. But now it's crucial to conserve it if you want to work during the night. To achieve that...
Batteries.
It's all good, Robert. I completely understand you. We were already going to build batteries anyway. Director, he's correct. A lunar night lasts nearly 14 and a half Earth days in the absence of sunlight, and batteries are crucial for us. Construct 4 batteries.
Okay, let's get some batteries on the go. Okay, so far so good. Running pretty well as well, getting a pretty solid 60 to 70 FPS on epic settings. And I don't have the world's best computer either, so I'd say that's a pretty good start. And we've got a reasonable amount on the screen right now. I mean, I'm sure this game is going to allow you to build some vast production lines and vast bases, for want of a better word. But so far, so good. We need a charging station as well. We'll build a charging station there. For the drones. I don't know how many drones can use the charging station at any one time. Okay, batteries are all done. Where's my sound gone? Okay, no, it is there. I thought the sound had disappeared. Now we're going to have to connect this with a wire. Not enough power to run the module. Yeah, there we go. So we need...
only operable by a human. Wire the panels and the batteries together. Next, you just need to power up the elevator, and you'll gain access to the underground level.
Okay, is that all together? Connect modules by wires. So what are we... That? Is that what we're trying to do? Oh, hang on. No. Wait. Can we... Get rid of that. It's the wires over here that... It's that, isn't it? Why are we only 8 out of 7 right now? That right? Connect the elevator to power. The elevator must be plugged into the system. Where's the elevator then? We haven't built the elevator yet, have we? Am I being stupid here? Oh, it's that thing. There we go. Switch to the underground level. Hit tab. Here we go. We're underground. Build a drone reconfiguration module. What does that do? Convert standard drones to mining or hauling drones. Okay. So... They all going to know. They bring the stuff down with them. Okay, so there's no animation there yet. I suspect that will come. You can't have all these other really cool animations and then just having them drive in and out of a closed door. That would look a bit silly. But that's fine. We'll let them off. It is, of course, just a demo beta. Excellent. Okay.
Pardon my curiosity, but how are you going to extract lunar regolith with robot carriers? I am far from a robotic expert, of course, but it seems like we have more questions than answers at this point.
That's an excellent question, Robert, and I'd be delighted to answer it. However, I need to wrap up something first. Director, with the reconfiguration module, you can convert up to 5 worker drones to mining drones and vice versa.
In you get, lads.
Drones into mining drones and set an excavation zone for them. Now, let's have the drones.
So you can see,
Area measuring 50 standard units.
these are the mining drills, I'm presuming now.
With our curious Bob.
Yeah, there you go. Look, there's the normal looking ones, and then you've got these ones. You've got the mining equipment on the front. So, excavation mode.
The excavation, you need to use the highlighting tool and mark areas for mining, and the digging drones will do the rest. Robert, to answer your question, our company has been providing repair and maintenance services for robotics and
Okay, that's pretty cool.
for over 10 years. We were involved in the development and maintenance of technology for lunar mining along with the first industrial expeditions.
Okay, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far.
The construction of
I don't know, the regolith cells, is that actually a resource? Steel, silicon, smart concrete. Don't know if that's something that you have to use for something else.
Re-equipped for a variety of tasks. As a special bonus, I can include a coloring book set so you can brighten up your leisure time at work in silence.
Okay, Alice, I get the hint. You do your job, and I'll mind my own business.
Yeah, have some of that.
By the way, I'll grab a few coloring books as souvenirs for the kids. I'll be heading home in 2 weeks. Director, I understand that I can be difficult at times, but your Alice is also quite remarkable. She reminds me of my ex-wife.
We're all still on the same channel, Robert.
What's up with those coloring books?
Oh, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? What is happening? Jesus Christ, what's just blown up? It's taken out the entire power grid on the moon. And looks like it's causing considerable damage. I mean, the explosion looked amazing. What's going to happen to this space station now? Because it's about to get absolutely pelted with debris. I thought my game had crashed then. I thought it had crashed. Oh dear. Well, that's yeah, looking rather second-hand.
Robert, come in, Robert. Do you read me? According to the data, there are no survivors on the base, but I had to check, and I shouldn't have said anything about flowers. We're still receiving a
It's a pretty cold thing to say, isn't it?
Is to try to equipment. It seems we have no other choice. We are in urgent need of solar panels and accumulators connected in one electrical circuit. With the
Accumulators, I'm assuming she means batteries.
direct the drones to construct the power supply modules, aiming to restore the previous setup prior to the explosion. Remember to connect the modules with wires.
Based on the
So it
spread
looks
of
like we're...
it appears that the explosion took place on the far side of the moon. Fortunately, it occurred at a considerable distance from our mission. However, the strength of the explosion raises additional questions.
So, the only response we get from the head of the scientific department and a renowned scientist is that the explosion was far away, and we don't know the cause?
That's because scientists rely on established facts, rather than speculating based on unreliable data. They prefer to work with what is known, rather than jumping to hasty conclusions.
So they're saying it's an explosion, so it's something man-made that's blown up, rather than some kind of natural event.
Perhaps it's time for you to call your alter ego.
Maybe I should, Professor. Tell me, prior to the moon launch, we were actively involved in a range of technologies aimed at advancing autonomous mining. Could you provide an update on the status of this project?
We had a plan for an autonomous extraction plant, but it's currently just a project. Given the circumstances, implementation seems
I thought she was trying to hint and suggest that it was that blew up.
To regain access to the underground level. Select it and order the drones to start repairing it.
Way ahead of you.
Change the game speed. Select the required speed using the interface or hotkeys 1, 2, 3. This can speed up the process while building modules, or you can use the pause to plan your future base in a relaxed mode.
Okay, we don't actually need that. We don't actually need those wires like that. So these can have up to 3. Yeah, okay. Whatever. That's not what I meant to press. What the hell? What have I pressed? Okay, right, we're back. Not enough power. Yes, we know there's not enough power to run that because we haven't hooked it up yet. Go like that, and now they should all be powered.
Director, Crust have made an official statement. I will put it on the screen.
Seems like there's a fairly deep story behind all this, which is kind of cool.
We are currently working tirelessly to re-establish contact with lunar outposts and assess the situation. The number of casualties, if any, is being verified. As a result of the impact, 4 of the 5 lunar orbital stations are non-operational. This has caused disruptions in navigation and logistics systems. Be advised that all lunar-based activities and communications may experience delays or interruptions until further notice. We want to
It's a very PR statement, isn't it?
any danger as a result of this event. We will continue working around the clock to address this unprecedented event and ensure the safety of all those affected. Do not spread unverified information as it may lead to unnecessary panic.
Well, I'm sure we'll get the full details of that fairly soon. But to me, it's not an admission of guilt, but it's not a million miles from it, is it? Let's put that there. Reconfiguration module connected. We need to then do that. So how much power have we got then? So, oh, here we go. So we're generating 76. We're only consuming 3 right now. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay. What's next?
So, it turned out to be an asteroid after all. Professor, is that even a possibility?
Collision of an asteroid with the moon. That's plausible. However, the possibility of not detecting an asteroid of that size and predicted trajectory in time raises another
I was going to
question.
say,
Anyway,
if you're able to construct these sorts of bases on the moon,
let's finish
to not be able to see a bloody great big asteroid coming towards you is highly unlikely.
While lunar outposts showcase humanity's technological advancement, their longevity is limited without the presence of essential resources like steel and concrete. Now we do have electricity, but we need both steel and concrete to keep the modules running. start by researching and building the pressing module, which
Okay.
enables the production of smart concrete from regolith.
So that's what that regolith is for then.
We need to prioritize speed over optimization. Additionally, allocate a mining area to the digging drones to ensure a steady supply of raw materials for the pressing module.
How many drones have we got? Oh, there we go. So we're gonna have 3 normal drones after the result of all this. Okay. Chunks mine, excavation mode. Let's get all that. Pressing module. Okay, we get a little bar down there, which is good, so we can keep an eye on things. So where does the regolith go? Or is it just left on the? It's just left on the floor for the time being. Okay.
Now, Professor Wilfrey will explain to you how to use our research projects, and I will come back.
Oh, a pressing module. So
Let's begin with the fundamentals, Director. Each unit of regolith contains its own percentage of valuable resources, and at the moment, you're primarily mining barren rock. To locate resource deposits,
okay.
we require the ore detector. Open the research panel, select geological exploration, and we can proceed with our work. Once this research is completed, you'll gain the ability to construct the ore detector. We had prepared this research plan for the distant future, but we must adapt and work with it now. It may seem cynical, but considering the circumstances, our best course of action at the moment is to try to save the equipment that has miraculously survived.
So does he mean salvaging the stuff that's upstairs? Like all this. Because once we can salvage, is that on the tech tree? Extractor, smelting furnace. Yeah, okay.
Drones to build it. I wouldn't wait too long if I were you, and add a bulk resource storage to it, so your drones have a place to take the regolith they've mined.
Ah, right. That's what the storage is for.
It contains ultra-sensitive phased arrays, making it essential to construct it below the moon's surface. It is not designed to withstand lunar dust and solar radiation.
So that's what those guys are doing right now. They're just literally pumping it straight in. Right, we need to hook this one up. What was the other thing we need to build? Now we need to build an ore detector. Could do with some more drones, actually. Let's take a couple of steps back for a second. So do we get to see this thing in real action, if you like? Not as such. I mean, I'm kind of, in a way, I'm kind of comparing this, you know, the machines and what they're doing to something like Satisfactory, which would maybe be an unfair comparison, because Satisfactory is on another level with that kind of thing, in my opinion. But still, I mean, there's moving parts. I'm sure, you know, these sort of things will be tidied up, and maybe we'll see them doing a little bit more, if you like. Research is complete. Did it want us to do this as well? Should we just do all of that? Does it actually cost? Oh, it is costing us research points. So we're currently, company science department on Earth is giving us 200. Oh, we can't actually do that because we need the blue one. We can do that one though, and we can do that one. So if we're getting 200 every day, then that's going to take us a couple of days. Okay, I understand.
Don't forget to wire it up.
Okay.
The ore detector uses battery power to every scan. The bigger the scanning area, the more power.
How are we doing on that? We've got plenty of power still.
The ore detector and scan the regolith around it. You need to find the nearest iron vein and then excavate the regolith from it with mining drones. Using the detector
There's iron.
consumes battery power, and the larger the scan area, the more power is consumed. Remember this and try not to leave your base without power. Now we require a
Okay,
smelting
so I think
furnace
that's done
which
then.
employs the reduction method to convert the oxide into usable resources. Although we haven't tested this technology yet, theoretically
theoretically, it should work as intended.
Theoretically? Professor, are you sure that it's worth taking the risk at this moment?
Our whole enterprise is now one big risk. It can't be eliminated even if we do absolutely.
Build a smelting furnace. Do we have a smelting furnace? I think that's what we're... that's what we're researching right now, isn't it? It is indeed. Okay, we'll wait until that finishes then. How are we doing on this? So we don't have enough smart concrete yet. This is currently producing. While we're doing that, let's mine a bit more, shall we? Right, okay, there we go. That should now be enough to get this building. Should have been. We were making 2. Why have we only got 11 there? Turns 10 into 2. And that was on 10 before we... Unless they've taken that somewhere else to do something else with it. No idea. That should have completed. But whatever. So let's put the regolith in there. That's fine. And then I'm presuming then that once that's done, we can then start to build conveyors. So logistics. Is it logistics? What will it be? Production. Where's that? How'd you get conveyors then? Not sure. Anyway, that is our smelting furnace is now done. Makes a final resource from the oxides, that's fine. So what we need to do after this then is have 4 people do that. Are they going to instantly go and start doing it? I think they are. So I think this one takes a little bit longer to deal with. So at the moment, I think because we haven't unlocked much, we don't have enough drones really. Don't seem to be able to have the conveyor. I'm sure I saw the conveyor in here somewhere. Storages. It would be in logistics, you would think, right? Or was it? I just saw it in the building. Sorry, in here. Yeah, it's conveyor belts. Okay, so it's there. So at the moment, yeah, we would obviously want to make conveyors and automate some of this stuff, but at this time, at least, that is not what we are doing. We need this to actually kick up. Lots of iron on the ground there, but it's waiting on this. It's so slow to create this. Okay, we can speed things up. Let's speed life up, shall we? Okay, it must be... Is it night time on the surface now? The solar panels are not able to get any sunlight whatsoever because we're not generating anything. We are losing 23. Which at the moment is okay. So we should have enough in storage to cover us until the sun comes back up and we can get them solar panels turned on again. Meanwhile, need 3 more. 2 more. Alright, so when that goes round, that's not doing 10 to 2 in a minute. Obviously that's not a minute either. Okay, so that's doing it 1 every 30 seconds or so. So why is it telling me 10 in 2 if that then bar... that's okay, it's a bit of an odd decision to do it like that, but whatever. What does that need? Need smart concrete as well, and some steel. Okay, so for this one then, what are we... So, hopefully then, as soon as we tell it to do iron, select recipe for producing steel in the smelting furnace to start production. Righty-ho. So once those poles are completed... Lovely. Okay, so what we've got here, we've got some titan silicon, aluminium, and iron. Okay, nice. Choose production. We are going to produce steel, and then they will then start bringing all that stuff over.
And mining drones are able to extract oxides directly from the vein. It's not the most efficient way, but we have to start right now. Order them to excavate the regolith on top, and then assign them to extract iron oxide from the vein. Enter excavation mode to be able to assign mining drone to mine the vein. Then set the number of drones that will mine oxide from the vein. Now you have steel and smart concrete production, but it is extremely inefficient. To secure a foothold, we need to build a fully capable production chain.
I agree.
You have a plan, don't you?
And while they're digging, we need to research underground mining and build...
Way ahead of you.
Select the necessary research, and we will start working on it immediately.
Build an extractor on the iron vein. Well, it's giving us plenty of regolith to throw in there, and we are producing some steel as well. We've got 8 steel now. All the while we're not actually building anything, we can put up a little bit of a reserve of smart concrete. It's not going to be very much. At least it'll be something. Come on. Let's get this stuff out of the way so we can build this. We just build it anywhere? Right, no, it has to be... Ah, right. Okay, so it has to cover it like that. Fine. And what do we need for that? 4 steel, 2 components, and 10 smart concrete. Lovely. There we go. So they can start building that.
Director,
Make sure to connect the extractor to the circuit by. The shift button will help you to create a chain of electric poles.
Okay, nice. Director, my name is Clyde Draper, and I directly represent the interests of Crust. We are aware of your activity on the moon and that you're trying to keep your company equipment. Perhaps this is where we can help each other. Your primary task will be to examine the nearby repeater. You are now operating beyond the confines of fair competition and industrial espionage regulations. Also, Crust authorizes you to use all found data and equipment without restriction. The data retrieved by the rover has the potential to accelerate your research efforts. Professor Wilfrey is well aware of what to do with it. Mr. Ratchet will handle the rover's operations accordingly and will provide you with further updates as necessary. Over and out. Okay.
Ratchet, did you hear the news? Crust put you in charge of the new toy. Try not to wreck it. We won't be getting a second one. Prior to the expedition, we devised a 3-stage processing chain to convert regolith into a refined resource. The first one is the extraction of the regolith itself from the deposits. It is done by the extractor and you already have one. The second stage involves the use of the single regolith refinery. This module utilizes a thermal reaction to extract the required oxides from the regolith while processing the remaining rock into slag.
So can we... Okay, we can't do anything with that at the moment because we've not got anywhere to store it. Can we... Okay, so we can't have all. We can only have one resource storage. So I'll tell you what, in which case then, can we just build a general storage? Say... over here, out of the way somewhere. You should have enough to just quickly do that now. Yeah, we do. And then at least it will allow them to pick up all this shit and just dump it somewhere. Meanwhile, keep digging. Keep digging, you lot. Dig a little bit over here as well. Open it out a bit. Right, so that is currently researching. Land Rover, select a landing site for the capsule. Is there anywhere in particular we've got to go for this? Just tell it to go there. Ah, look, here's our little Land Rover.
wait a second, so there is nothing.
Right, so where are we going then? Are we moving over here then? It's time to go over there. Send it off base. Leave the base. So if we tell him to go over here, is that telling him to go off base? At the edge of our sphere of influence. Right. How do we get conveyors? Let's have them next. We'll take that afterwards as well. Queue up the research. Right. So it's going to take a little while yet for that regolith refinery to complete.
send the rover there and check the status of the repeater. Before the explosion,
Start expedition.
But you still keep complaining.
Okay. Rover selected. Investigate. Okay, so we're sending out an expedition. I hate to always use the comparison with Frostpunk, but because Frostpunk was one of the first I played where it did that sort of thing, I will continue to use that comparison. But meanwhile, down here we are moving that regolith around nicely. Let's speed things up.
Director, we can't afford to be without power. Consider adding more solar panels and batteries to our infrastructure.
Good idea.
Additionally, constructing a...
Let's do that. Let's build those out. Thankfully, we've got plenty of resources for the time being to make those. We are getting a bit light on the old batteries. We've got 1.5 days worth of stuff to go. And we can turn certain things off. We can turn that off. We can certainly turn that off. Just to save a little bit on power. How are we doing on the expedition? He's almost there. They did say it was like 2 weeks, right, until the sunlight comes back. So I think that's why you've got to build up quite a heavy surplus of power and electricity. So actually building up these solar panels, don't think it's going to do a great deal, because if we're not going to see the sun for God knows how long, then we're a bit stuffed. And we are at 2% of our battery right now. So maybe the... what was it he said? Didn't he say something about a fuel generator or something like that? Can't see it though. Fuel generator's there. And we have to research it anyway, so we haven't got access to that. Where is it? There's the fuel generator then. How far down is it? Fundamental, is it in here? Oh, okay, here we go. Robot mining speed, increases mining speed. Yeah, let's put that in. Okay. Well, we are now completely and utterly out of power. There's not a great deal we can do unless the repeater does something and helps us out. Until the sun comes back up. Is it getting lighter, or is it my eyes deceiving me? And of course, those drones will run out of power at some point as well. Aha! Sunlight! Come on. We need the full sun out. There we go, we're getting there. Come on. Get that green line over. There we go. Right, now we're charging. Now we're charging the batteries. Force Club. The repeater was severely damaged after the explosion. The central console reported total system failure and shutdown. But Rover's examination helped to uncover a few surviving storage drives with data as well as valuable resources. So we're getting some boosts to our research for 60 days or 90 days, however long it was. 90 days.
Director, while we have found enough useful data, there are also enough valuable resources for us to pick up. I would suggest that we don't get in touch with Crust until we get them out.
Mr. Ratchet, are you fully aware of the gravity of our situation and the current events? Nor do we even have anything to carry it with. This rover is not capable of carrying cargo.
Very much so, Alice. And we need those resources now more than ever. And I'm sure my drones can fix this piece of junk. It's a Pathfinder 3B, an older model, but it offers enhanced off-road capabilities and greater cargo capacity. Exactly what we need.
Alright. So how exactly are we going to do that? That thing there. Not enough resources for the repair. We need 3 components. 45 steel! Holy shit. What's this thing's problem? Alright, we need more. We need more out of this. Oh wait, it's the iron. We're not actually mining any goddamn iron. I thought this was what this was doing. Or is it complete? Has it finished now mining all of the iron? That's for 24,000 units. Why is it? Hold on a second here. Or are we getting a combination of stuff out of it? At the moment, it seems to only be producing regolith. Okay, no. Don't need to worry about that. I'm really confused. I thought this was meant to be producing iron. Or is this just producing everything? Maybe that's what this single regolith thing is for. Produces rare earth elements from rare earth minerals. Okay. So if we put that there then, we could feed that straight into here then. We don't have enough steel though. Okay, right, let's get up here. Just delete all these. Delete that. Didn't mean to delete that wire. I think we can probably delete that one as well. Just have 2 more. Hopefully the steel that we can recover from that lot. We didn't recover any steel from it. They didn't have any steel. We need more iron oxide. We're going to have to go mining for it then, aren't we? So remind me how we... Oh, I'm pressing all the wrong fucking buttons here. Can't remember how we got to that thing where it came up with the, you know, you could assign 4 people to it. Or 4 drones to it. I can't really remember. We are bringing steel to it, though. Oh, wait, wants to repair? How did that break? Right, how are we doing on these batteries? Got a nice surplus at the moment. We really need those things up there to charge quicker. Right, there's lots for our little guys to do here. But they are... Oh, here we go. Right, so... Let's get them mining iron. Because without that, we are kind of stuffed. So how do you get more... I wonder how you get more drones. Because we really need it. Logistics. Vehicle hangar, that's a parking space. Vehicle assembly, it's here, isn't it? I reckon we are probably not going to get access to that, are we? Oh no, we might do. Yeah, we will get access to it just before the end of the demo. So the rover is idle, so do we now want to tell him to go... This gives resources. Part of the satellite communication system. I don't think... Pretty sure they said it can't do anything, can it? So let's just go off to there and start the next expedition. I'm fairly certain he said that that rover couldn't pick up a thing, which is why we've got to fix that cargo truck outside. Which is fine. We'll do that. That is now... Okay, we're building. Okay, good.
A single regolith refinery, according to its name, can only get one type of oxide at a time. Be sure to select the iron oxide recipe to start production.
Iron oxide, there we go.
Have a functioning steel production line. We can enhance its efficiency by connecting the modules with a conveyor belt.
Research complete.
I am trying to. Have we got conveyors now? Have I unlocked them? Oh, I have. Lovely job. Conveyor belt. So. And it only costs credits to build those. That's huge. Connect the extractor to the single refinery into the smelting furnace. God, what have I done there?
Objective achieved.
You now have the capability to construct
There we go.
production chains.
There we go. Our first little production chain. Lovely old job.
If things continue progressing like this,
Upgrades a conveyor section to the next available level. Can't do anything on that anyway. Right, what module needs repair now? Oh yeah, fine. That's okay. Right. So maybe I was wrong all along. Maybe that extractor was only meant to be extracting regolith. I thought it was meant to be extracting more than that. So, but whatever. We are now going to have a steady stream of oxide, hopefully, going into there. It's all very, very slow, isn't it? Right, let's turn that back on for a sec. We can probably... We can probably do away with this stuff now, can't we? And I'll turn this off. Turn it on. We've not got enough power to run the module. What are you talking about? There we go. Right. Turn all the miners off. We don't need that now. We can just get people moving stuff around. Because now we've got the iron part sorted. So the downside of that is all this slag. What do we do with the slag? Don't know what we're supposed to do with that. Right, well, I'll tell you what. I think we're going to probably end this episode here. I think I am going to do more than one episode on this, you know, because this is a lot of fun, and I'm keen to see just how far we can take this in the initial phases. I appreciate that perhaps this isn't the most well laid out, but not knowing what this game was going to offer me and how big things were going to be, it was difficult to really make a plan ahead as to what was going on. So yeah, we'll see if we can't tidy it up a little bit, but I'm just more keen to see what the game has got on offer. But so far, I like what I see on this. I like the blend of different genres. I like the blend of different games that this reminds me of. Definitely got some Dyson Sphere program elements. I would say it's less like Factorio. Factorio is much more hardcore with regards to the efficiency stuff than this appears to be on the surface. The narration and the story is intriguing. I like the expedition side of it, and the fact that we're building underground as well as building stuff on the surface as well. So yeah, definitely keen to see more of this. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this game, whether this is something you're excited for. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more, hit that notification bell for more upload notifications, and we'll see you guys all in part number 2.